Hello, everybody. J Real here once again. I was just here yesterday, and I'm here again. And I got another Temu package in. Um, and I'm going to slow down on after this one. I'm going to slow down a little bit, kind of see how my money's doing. But I like getting these Temu packages and opening them. It's fun. I get some fun stuff. I'm wearing I'm wearing my chick shirt that I got yesterday. This is my chick shirt. Yeah, got the little chicks on it. Isn't that cute? Little chicks. And I'm also wearing, try not to expose myself too much, but I'm wearing my Ego boxer briefs. So, yeah, my Ego boxer briefs. And I'll cover myself up here, at least that part of me. Um, but yeah, and so this is just another hanging out and just showing, opening my Temu stuff, and I got my sister Kathy waiting in the wings here. So hang on one moment, let me get her added.
Hi, you're matching.
Yeah, yeah. But I got one. I was thinking about the chick shirt, and I said, "Oh yeah, I've got the
Yeah,
Ego."
the egos. Let go of my egos.
So so
Have
yeah,
you have you seen
the
this
chicks
candy?
in the Egos. Or, yeah.
Have you seen this candy at Walmart? It's 77 cents.
Crispy. I think I have got that. I put them in the freezer and get them cold.
That's what it's coming right out the freezer. I didn't have my dinner, so I get dessert because I've been a good girl.
Yeah, I've had those. Yeah, uh, yeah, I like those. Uh, and I just got a video message just like a minute ago from Tim. It says, "Hey Jay, just wanted to tell you I love you, and we're about to watch your show." And I
Oh,
said,
hey Tim.
I went
Hey
over there and
Melissa.
visited with him and ate some chicken and paddled the kayak out. Oh, Melissa caught, I think, a turtle on a line,
Yeah.
and she was out there trying to get the turtle. She never did get it in the boat, but but anyway,
Them
old little
snapping turtles, she don't want it.
Ann, the little Ann, the dog, went out there swimming after her, and a friend of theirs was out there in a life, what do you call them, a whole inner tube kind of things,
Hmm.
swimming out there, and the little Ann was swimming out there. So he grabbed little Ann and put her in the kayak. I was, paddling around, and so it was pretty fun. It was fun. Had a little fun little time there.
Well, answer, I'm going with mama.
And her trying, but yeah, she finally lost the turtle. She was pretty sure it was a turtle because she said she could feel it walking along the bottom of the lake.
Yeah.
And when she had it by the line, she was trying to reel it in, but didn't want to
Well,
break the line. So
when Darren April brought the kids down over at Uncle Willie's place and I was living there, uh, they wanted to go fishing. And Uncle Willie had a whole bunch of fishing stuff, right? Poles and rod and reels and whatnot. And I said, I don't have anything but weenies thawed out. And Darren said, that'll work. So they caught a turtle, a big turtle.
I remember that. Yeah, I remember them
Mhm.
catching that turtle.
Yeah. And I got news, but it makes me want to cry. Get a chocolate off my mouth. I'm so excited now. I'm so excited. And I can hide it. I actually cried. My, on my YouTube channel, my story Ghost, and I checked it earlier, and it's jumped up about 30, 40 an hour. I have 143 views on it.
Oh, cool, cool, cool.
I know, right? And then this lady, she sent me a message. She said, "Listen, I've got a true ghost story too." And I said, "Do you mind sharing it with me? And I'll do a show on it." She said, "Absolutely, feel free to." And so it's a cool story. So I'm gonna do that one tomorrow.
That's a good subject. That people that have ghost sightings and that kind of thing. That's Yeah.
hauntings and
It's
stuff.
a
What
good subject to talk about, and I imagine there's quite a few people out there that would have
I'm
stories.
hoping if they want to share, I want to. I mean, they can share anonymously, even. You know.
Well, great, and plug your channel again, uh, uh, where they can find you.
Yeah, I'm finished eating this piece of chocolate. It's at sign Kathy Bradshaw all together 5777. You put that in the search field and it'll pop up.
Yeah. Well, cool.
I
Yeah.
know, I was so happy. I said, I shared somebody wants to watch.
Uh,
Anyway, and I'm going to share. Uh, I have to look her name up again. I think her name is Trina. I'm going to share hers tomorrow.
well, good deal, good deal. Uh, on this end, oh, the only thing is we're supposed to start getting quite a bit of rain. Scattered showers tomorrow, but particularly Monday and Tuesday has 70% chance. Where they're talking some places getting 2 to 4 inches.
Goodness,
Now they're
yeah.
saying probably the southeastern counties will get the most rain, but everyone is supposed to get pretty
So,
good amount. So,
yeah. Well,
uh,
you said you could use a little rain,
well, right
really.
now we could use some rain. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's been so dry, and we had some scattered showers a few days ago in the morning, but it just barely wet the ground.
Mhm.
So yeah, we can use the rain. I don't know if we can use 4 inches of it. Might be a little much, but
Yeah.
uh,
Well, you
uh,
get what you get. You don't
but
throw a
yeah,
fit. That's what
exactly.
Dorothy would tell you.
Get what you get exactly. But cool that you get good
Yeah,
views
I'm
of.
excited. I'm really excited. And I appreciate everybody that's gone and watched it, that has been on my channel. And I've got actually some friend requests of people that I was real good friends with that I went to school with. 4 or 5 ladies I added today. And I was telling them, send them links to it. And they're like, oh my gosh, we'll watch you. I'll watch you. Each one of them said they would. And I said, please subscribe. It's free. And anybody wants to share,
That if wanted this to find you by your Facebook page, your Kathy Bradshaw.
Kathy Bradshaw, Bradshw.
Yeah,
But there's a Kathy Bradshaw's. My name's common, apparently. And there's Kathy Bradshaw's several. But if you put after my name, 5777, you'll find me. Trust me. I got on my laptop anonymously and tried to pull it up and figure out how to get to it. And that's how I got to it.
yeah.
My name and 5777.
Did you ever? Let's see if we can hear the theme here. Maybe we won't get a copyright strike for that.
Oh, I didn't think about that. Yeah.
But that was real quick. So, uh, but but yeah, did you download them apps yet? Uh,
No. I've been busy, man.
the Zumo Play I really like, and like I say, it just plays it one right after the other. The app
Yeah.
picks it up. So if you turn
Well,
it on, it just keeps playing and playing and playing.
I got to first figure out how to get Google Apps onto my television.
Well,
But
I don't know. Maybe your television doesn't use Google Play. Maybe you use something else to download apps. I don't know.
I don't.
There's a couple of different versions of it that you download apps.
Yeah,
Because
I
TV,
haven't checked. I know it's a smart
I don't
TV.
know this new TV. I still ain't got out of the box. I mean, it may do something different. I
Yeah.
think maybe it's a Google TV too. I think it is, but I'm not positive.
Yeah, so I had messed with it, but I wrote them down, I kept them, and I'm going to go use them.
Yeah. Uh, but yeah. Well, great. You got views on your channel, and
Yeah. I mean,
the
my other little, chit chat things are at 11, I think 14 views. But that one it seems like people are really interested in it.
yeah. Well, like I
Uh,
said, it's a good subject. The ghost story, telling
yeah,
ghost
yeah,
sightings. Good subject.
yeah.
Uh, and but yeah, yesterday I got a Temu package in, and I opened that stuff, and it got to I got the chick shirt, and I got a
Yeah.
few more shirts, and I gave Tim blow thing to start the fire, and he said, "Man, it works great, Jay." Because he cooked some chicken, and he said, "Man, I got it going with that blow." That
See, he'll use the heck out of that, won't he?
yeah, to stoke the fire, and yeah, but this one's got some cool stuff. I was kind of hoping Jake was going to join us because I think I got some stuff that would interest him, some movie related stuff, you know.
Yeah.
But again, you can watch it later, hopefully. but um, but but yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and get started. And what we can do, if you got something to talk about, I can show something, and you can talk about something, and then I can show
Okay.
something else.
Yeah. I got a couple of factoids.
We can go back and forth, So let me get this. And where's the Temu's patented bag that they shove everything in a big bag. So
Temu.
oh. Yeah, I won't say Temu or Temu or whatever. I say Temu. I don't care.
Well, every video I ever watch people doing package openings, they say Temu.
Yeah. Shop like a billionaire. So,
yeah. I don't got that kind of money. But I've ordered from Temu a few times. I got my little miniature stuff for my miniature collection. I've got household stuff, like a real good strainer that I like for my kitchen sink. I got one you can pour. It's pretty decent sized bowl thing with little holes in it. And you can canned goods in it and drain them all at once because I like to make this homemade vegetable tomato based soup, and it's good. Yeah.
Can you guess what the first thing out of the bag is?
A shirt.
No, guess again. You get one more guess.
Boxers.
Come on, Kathy.
Slides. Oh, I forgot. You said you got on a slide kick.
Yeah, slides. And these are different. These are
fancy.
Oh, yeah, these are and good and thick too. Got the good thick.
Yeah.
Because not so much as I walk. So let's try them all.
Yeah.
How they
good comfort, cushiony.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to really. Let's see.
Stand down on them.
Yeah, kind of push myself. But yeah, they're thick.
Yeah.
They're goodness. These I'll have to get used to because yeah, there's
you might have to break them in, man.
Yeah,
you know,
break these in. Yeah.
That's what Mama used to say. Mama,
but
these shoes is too tight. They're you size, so you break them in.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, they look sharp, don't they?
Yeah. So got some more slides, and I think there's probably 2 more pair in there.
Well, you getting stocked up, you know.
And let's see. This is funny.
I love how you laugh.
Well,
it's like Christmas. You forget what's in them.
It's like, well, then you get one thing. Well, then you get something different. No, I didn't get something different. I got some more slides.
Oh,
and these are what I don't know if you say flimsy or they're thinner.
Well, it's what you're used to more
they're
so.
Lighter.
Yeah.
But yeah. So anyway, there you go.
What you used to, right there.
Yeah. So. And
that was funny. Woo! Stood up. Woo!
More slides. Okay, now maybe something different here. Ooh, this is a good.
It's a good one.
It's metal, and I ain't gonna take it out of the bag, but I'll just.
Oh, I love that! Look at that.
Yeah.
Looks like something Daddy would have hung in the store back in the
70s. Next to Jaws. But yeah.
Yeah, that's sharp. Yeah, I really like that.
Yeah, but it's a 10.
Well, yeah, you can tell. Yeah, it's 10. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Okay, is there anything that you let's talk about something that's kind of stretched out?
Let me do a factoid.
Hey, Kathy, guess what?
What, Jay?
Guess what Retro Times has to say?
What?
Well, read what Retro Times.
I joined your channel and thanks for subscribing to my. You're welcome, Retro Times. And I'm watching Greystone Manor. I'm going to review some horror movies tomorrow too. So thank you kindly. Oh yeah, anybody that's got a channel that subscribes to my channel, I subscribe to y'all's. And I'm just overwhelmed with emotion. Retro Times at 143 views. Now that's been an hour ago on my ghost story. So I'm enjoying this rush so much when people like to, like to hear what I got to say. So thank you kindly. Um, Twister box office this week so far has made 32 million. Now, I was kind of anti the new Twister movie because I'm a huge Bill Paxton fan. And out of respect for him, I'm saying, no, I'm not going to do it.
Well, no, I mean, why? There's no need, no reason why
I'm going to do
you
it
can
though.
go back and watch the original, but
I know, but when I get it, but I've been reading some good reviews about it. So when I get
yeah,
a chance,
there's a guy that I watched
I'm
that
going to
does
do it.
reviews. I forget what his name is, but he gets like hundreds of thousands of views.
Oh yeah, yeah,
But anyway, he reviewed Twisters.
yeah.
Twisters is the name. And he says it's a lot of fun. He says it's a popcorn movie.
Well, yeah, yeah.
It's dumb fun. You're not going to learn anything. You're not going to learn anything about climate control and he said there may be a few scientific things that you'll learn.
Yeah.
But also they do stuff like they have a truck that they drill into the ground so they can be in the middle of a hurricane. They said, well, fuck that. That's not
Yeah.
that couldn't happen. And so it's dumb fun, but
Yeah, yeah.
it's a popcorn movie when
Yeah,
you
I'm gonna have to watch it. I've been finding a bunch of obscure stuff that I'm watching, and
it's a
I'm
movie
gonna
that you go
review.
when you throw logic away and you just have fun with it.
Well,
But
90% of the movies that we watched in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, that same way. You couldn't take them seriously.
guess what I got in my hands here,
Slides?
Kevin?
Oh, you guys see some. Now, is that the second pair of white or the first pair of white slides?
This is my first pair of white.
Well, now listen. You slide you some socks on, you can go to church, and you get this church meeting slides.
So anyway, yeah. Ooh, I like these too. They're comfortable.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
these
real. Listen,
the
real.
white are really comfortable.
The real thick ones might not be your cup of tea, Jay, and that's okay. You don't spend an arm and a leg on
Yeah. So anyway, so there we go. So let's count. What have I got here? I got
How
one,
many do you have?
two, three, 4, 5, 6 slides. 6
There
pairs.
you go. Yeah, I got two pair. One I got at Academy of Sports and Outdoors about 3 years ago. The best slides. And then a pair I got from Temu, and I love them. My Temu slides. Yep.
Okay, well now this is one that I wish Jake was here because you probably won't recognize this, but I bet Jake would go, "Oh my God," he would recognize this.
You want me to do it anyway? I can do it anyway.
When
Oh
you see
my God!
now, tell
Have
me
mercy.
if you know what that is.
That's Whataburger.
No,
Let's say Wetland Corporation.
Wayland.
Wayland.
Now that is the company in Aliens, and it's the company that that is, I guess, studying the alien. At the beginning, they want to get that alien. And
Yeah.
it's a company that anyway. It's Jake saw this, he would go, "Oh, I want that."
I said it anyway for you.
But anyway, yeah, it's the company in Aliens.
Wayland Corporation.
In
Yeah.
Aliens. Yeah.
Now, what is that island? Now I'm talking the very first Jaws. That first.
Amity.
No. No, I'm talking about that where they helicopter in by the waterfall and they go down there. Isla?
I don't even know.
Anyway, it's it ain't got none. It ain't Amity. But
well, that's the name of the island is Amity.
Not where the dinosaurs live.
Oh! Well, you're talking about Jurassic Park. You said Jaws, I think, didn't you?
Oh, I'm sorry, Jurassic Park.
Yeah, remember, you might be right about that, but I don't remember.
Well, John, I was playing. I was playing my Switch and I wanted to redo my island. And John said, "Name it that. Name it that." I said, "I've got no dinosaurs. Put it on there."
Okay.
Oh. Yeah, my mind works 15,000 different directions and sometimes not at the same time.
And often when I think of what is my favorite horror movie, uh, sometimes it's The Exorcist, but here lately, this is the one that I watch the most often, and I think this has actually risen to the top of my favorite horror film. I will sometimes watch this film 2 or 3 times a year.
Jaws.
No, that's my favorite movie, but
I know. The Thing. You know, the one I like is the original, The Fog.
yeah,
Original Fog.
no, I love The Fog, but this is from the same director that directed The Fog. This is
Yeah,
John Carpenter, and this is his kind of a, I guess you call it a remake. There was a movie back in like the 60s or 50s or something like that.
yeah,
The Thing from Another World was
yes,
that. But this is probably my favorite horror film.
yeah.
Uh, yeah, and I'm going to hang it up proudly. So,
Uh,
uh,
yeah.
uh, okay, let's see. Yeah, but anything before there's something you're going to say. Oh shit, I want that when you see it.
Well, you need to drop me my funnel in the mail, but I know you don't get to the post office very often. So
And they drop your what in the mail?
you offered me a little bitty funnel.
Oh yeah, I still got that little funnel for you.
I
Yeah,
know you do. You get it to me sometime.
yeah. Uh, uh, and but before I show this, is there anything interesting that you could show or something?
Well, after I watch Greystone Park, and it's of course it going in there of the nighttime, and just a little input on it. I won't read nothing or nothing, but what I was going to say is I was having trouble seeing. You know, it's dark. I'm like, give somebody a flashlight or something. You know, and it's this film crew and it's a sane asylum, psychiatric hospital. Get it right. And all of a sudden, it started getting really good. So it's really going to be good. My next film to watch, which I've never watched, is Renfield.
Ooh, I like Renfield.
Yeah, go watch that a little while.
Nicholas Cage as Dracula. Well, come on, how can you lose there? You know.
Yeah, and his little friend that goes and finds people that he can feed
Well,
off of.
he's the main character is Renfield, which is
Well, I know.
his
Just
human
reading on it. Yeah,
this human sort of slave, I guess you would kind of in a way. Uh, I watched recently. I watched the Bram Stoker's Dracula that Francis Ford Coppola directed,
yeah, that's good.
and old Tom Waits, the singer Tom Waits,
Yes.
he plays Renfield in that. You know,
The-
master, he's gonna get
yeah.
me.
I didn't know he was a singer. I just knew him for acting.
Oh, I love him. No, he's a great singer, but he has a gravelly voice when he sings.
Yeah,
But I love Tom Waits as a performer. I love him.
yeah.
Oh God, yeah, he's one of my favorite performers. Solo artists is Tom Waits.
Last
He,
week,
he played Renfield in that film,
oh
but
yeah,
and I forget the actor that plays Renfield in the Nick
and
Cage.
this one,
But
he's a good-looking kid.
But he's
Um,
given. He's kind of he hasn't turned him into a vampire, but he's bitten him and given him super strength
Yeah.
and you know,
So he can bring to him, but what happens is he wants to go do something else.
well,
And
and what he starts going to this group that's like, you know, that's like a support for like people that are like being controlled by
codependent type stuff.
codependency. So
Yeah.
Renfield discovers he's in a codependent relationship with Dracula, and
Yeah.
he wants out. But you know that's going to be some trouble because Dracula is Dracula. You know. So.
Well, now listen. No spoilers. I hadn't even opened the package yet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, it's really good. It's a lot of fun.
I knew it would be. Yeah.
Another one I call a popcorn movie. It's silly, kind of silly. I like the special effect. There's kind of CGI gore in it. There's a lot of gore, people getting their heads ripped off and stuff. But it's fun, you know. It's a fun movie.
Greystone Manor.
When you see this, you're gonna go, "Oh, John, I want that, Jay."
I haven't seen all of Greystone Manor, but people flying everywhere, just being. Yeah.
Now, April. I won't say what the museum is because this leads to what I'm about to show you. April went to a museum here recently in Waco, and I went to this same museum with you, Kathy.
Yeah, we did.
And, but anyway, here we go.
Oh, that's cool. I want one of their bottling trucks, the big ones.
And I
That's
like kind of an old style, you know.
well, that exact style is a background of my channel, Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dr. Pepper. Yeah. Dr. Pepper. And it's another tin sign.
Well, yeah.
And this, I remember the album, and I don't think I have the poster anymore, but this poster came with the album. Another tin sign. And I love the movie. And when, like I say, when they appeared on Saturday Night Live as these characters, I thought, oh shit, this is just the coolest thing in the world. You know, Dan Aykroyd and John Belushi as
I
performers.
saw that show that night. Yeah.
And Dan Aykroyd playing the ever living hell out of that harmonica, you know, man, he could play that thing. But anyway.
Oh, look, it's their poster for their show.
Yeah. And if you watch the movie, they're putting posters up, and this is
yeah, and they're riding around with a big old horn thing on top of their Bluesmobile, trying to tonight only.
This is the poster they put up. You know.
Yeah.
It's another tin sign.
Well, yeah, they're on a mission for God, from God. They're on
a mission from God. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. They're decent size.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think they were smaller than that.
Okay. Hang on. I got some. I'm going to do the clothes last, but I got something you see it, you're going to think that's just the coolest thing in the world.
Yeah.
Because
so far I have already.
I got a mat to put my coffee maker on, but it's kind of small. My whole coffee maker won't.
Oh yeah.
So anyway, I got me a big one.
Oh yeah.
Got me a big mat. So.
That's nice. I got just a small area for my coffee pot. Well, I don't have a coffee maker.
Well, I got
I use instant. I use instant. Drink a lot of tea today. I only went outside once. I bet I won't buy another 50-pound bag of pool filter sand again. That sucker's heavy, and I can't really pick it up, but I could slide it and lean against. So they come get it tomorrow.
Now, the last thing is clothes related, so let me fix it. Go ahead and talk and entertain, because I'm gonna have to do some.
I'm not a big entertainer, really, but I tell you what.
These are shorts. Okay.
Oh, look, they got me some shorts.
Hang on.
I got a different kind of stand today. I found my stand that holds my switch light. And I thought, well, that might be a good phone stand. I try to cut out a lot of the empty space up here, but I'm sliding down. Zam! What? I can't tell what they are. What they say. Kabam! Are they Batman and Robin drawers?
This is kind of... I don't think it's specifically Batman and Robin, but it's kind of, you got boom,
yeah,
bang, and pow, and biff, and
zap. That's zap. Yeah.
And what is this? Whoosh.
Whoosh. Yeah, I couldn't see it all.
And splat. And what is that right there?
I can't see.
But anyway, it's shorts.
And they got pockets.
Yeah, it's got pockets.
Oh my gosh! I tell you what, that's the best thing ever happened to clothes in general is pockets.
Yeah, so
I like my pockets.
But anyway, it's like bang and zoom and pow and
yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
It is. It's really. I like them.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. I want to end with because it's an ensemble. It's
Lucky Chicken and Eggo drawers.
Yeah, well, kind of along that line. So I want to. Before that, I got another
matching stuff.
Yeah. And when you see that, you're gonna say, "Oh God, I got to get that for John."
Uh-oh. Now you don't know.
That's what you're gonna say when you see it. I got to get that for John.
He's kind of picky.
So let me get naked here for a brief moment. Uh, but anyway, yeah, it's and here's another tank shirt. And I thought, man, that thing I got yesterday with the monster guy on it.
Yeah.
I went and I got dipped in the lake, so I got it wet. So
Gotta wash it again. Yeah.
but
Well, you're giving us a bird's eye view of the front of your drawers.
oh God, did you see
Well,
my?
to go big time. I said, well, looky here. Let me take a
Oh, you saw
picture.
my junk. That I showed my junk. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, I'm your
Sorry
sister,
about.
so
Sorry
I
about
couldn't
that.
help but to tease you about it. You know.
Yeah, I gotta. Well, yeah, like I say, yeah, I'm circumcised.
Uh, I
But
like that.
uh,
I like it.
so
I
yeah,
like the neck of it too. April made a bunch of tie-dye shirts and sold some. Still sells some of them along now. But I like it.
yeah.
And what was I going to get John?
Okay, well, this
I'm excited.
it's gonna take a little prep. So because I'm gonna have.
Okay.
So
Well,
go.
listen, let me do a rest in peace real quick. An actor passed today, James Sicking. Sicking? Sikking? He was well known for Of Hill Street Blues, and he was the dad in Doogie Howser, for folks that go back that far with me, and countless other, of course, roles that he played. But we'll give him a rest in peace, sir. James Sicking.
Okay. But yeah. And we lost Bob Newhart. Was it day before yesterday? Yesterday, day before yesterday.
Recently, yeah.
Yeah.
And Fandango founder John Michael Klein is dead after jumping from New York City hotel.
So he took his own life.
Apparently, they don't usually won't talk about suicide like that unless they know that that's really what what he did.
Okay, I'm going to go get put this on so it entertain the folks.
I'll dance. Okay, y'all. No, I really, really appreciate my followers on my new channel. And I appreciate you sharing it if you take a peep of it. And tomorrow, one of my followers, one of my subscribers, my subs, I'm learning the lingo, y'all. She sent me a ghost story that she lived through. That's first person. So I'm going to get it prepared. It's pretty lengthy, but I think I can get it all done in about the 20 minutes, 20 minutes, like I usually do my videos. And I'll share it tomorrow. I was reading it and got chills. And I watch a lot of horror movies and TV shows. And soon I'm going to be talking about some Twilight Zone episodes. And I will plan to in the next week or so. I don't know if I'm going to go Zoom or which application I'm going to use, set up so I can have guests if somebody wants to come on and talk with me about anything. But Jane, I did one a while back on Alfred Hitchcock, and he did mainly the movies, and then we both did some of the Alfred Hitchcock Presents. And I'm going to get into some of those episodes that I have thoroughly enjoyed. And there's over 200.
Okay.
Oh, okay. It's a Lego shirt. Boy, I nailed that quick.
Lego shirt and shorts.
Oh, and shorts is a matching set.
Yeah.
Now, Jay, that's cool.
So yeah,
But
Lego.
your great nephew won't wear a shirt unless it's long sleeve normally. He likes his long sleeves year round. But that's
Lego
cute.
shirt and shorts.
Got pockets?
It does have pockets.
Yes.
Yep. It's got pockets.
I bought me a cool T-shirt. I went to
But
Kohl's.
anyway, yeah, I think this is just the coolest thing in the world. The Lego,
Well, yeah, you're ready to go.
So
I have a collection, a little bit of collection of Legos. My grandson bought me a set
Let me
It's
get
called
closer
Julie.
to. Let me get closer to you because I'm gonna take these shorts off, and I don't want to show what I showed earlier here.
Yeah, you showed it.
uh,
I didn't have to do like that either. I was just going,
uh,
okay. No, no, it wasn't that bad. I'm just playing with you. But it was there. But
yeah, I
anyway,
know. Yeah, because I saw putting on underwear at a show earlier where I was trying on the stuff. It was like uh, like the Ego, and then there's a couple others, and I
well,
know
you walk away,
and there was a couple of them I could say, yeah, you could see the outline of
Yeah,
what little
yeah,
I've got to what
yeah.
little I've got.
Well, just put it this way. It wasn't nothing to get for you. It didn't look like you was excited about nothing. So it was.
No, I wasn't. No.
But what? Let me finish. But my grandson got him and his parents went and bought the first Animal Crossing Lego set that came out, and he came over and built it for Nana because I like them, and it's in my living room. And then I bought a smaller one of Maple, one of my favorite Animal Crossing. I'm an Animal Crossing fanatic. Okay, and I've got this Animal Crossing pillow.
Huh.
This is Tom Nook. But my boyfriend in the game is this little lizard dude. And his name is what?
Huh.
And he's so cute.
Where did you get those?
They were both gifts. This was a Mother's Day gift. And this is a Christmas gift from my family, my daughter and grandkids and son-in-law. Anyway, I play Animal Crossing every day, every day. And when Animal Crossing New Horizons came out, right around the early part of the pandemic, they bought it, started an island. My son-in-law said, let me put a character on here. I'll help you build a character. I don't know I'd ever play it, Darren. He said, you might enjoy it. I got addicted to it. It's very nice. It's fun. So I had three, and the switchers are a little over $200, and the game is about $60. So each actual gaming system can only play one island. You can't take it, put other islands in. No, one. So it's unique. So I bought one. Then the second stimulus check, I bought another gaming system with another island. And then about a little over a year and a half ago, I bought another one with another island. So I got three islands. But then again, no, let me tell you what I did. When I knew I was moving out, coming over here, I knew my grandson had got a actual Switch console where you can play it and watch it on TV. You can't the Switch Lights like we've got. They're handheld only. They don't simulcast. But his mom and dad got him the Switch that you can play on the TV, right? Anyway, or connected. I don't know how to explain that, but there you go. Well, I decided that Dorothy, his little sister, was mature enough for a Switch now, and she didn't have one. So I said, I'm going to give you one. So we restarted the island, and I helped her get her island the way she wanted it, and gave her a charger and the Switch Lite. And so that's hers now. It's not mine. I pay for the yearly subscription to Nintendo, but that's her Switch. Now she can come and go to her island and send me a message on my phone and say, Nana, let's play islands. And I can go to the airport and give her a code and she can fly to my island. And so her character's playing with my character. It's a lot of fun.
Well, I know it's a popular game.
Thank you, Nintendo, for coming out with something that I can play. Because I watched John play some of them other games, and my head goes crazy. I can't. I said, "Oh, there's no way." I said, "John, is that hard to play?" Yeah. I said, "Okay." He said, "Well, for you, it would be hard to play." Yeah. So I don't mess with them other games. And then he got one of those virtual reality. I think it's for his birthday in April. And that's cool. That's really cool, Good exercise. He's up playing a game where he walks like a gorilla. So, yeah, I don't get over to their house and get to see him, but about every 5, 6 weeks. But if they may start needing me to come over more, and then so Nana will just get my gaming system and go over there. But my granddaughter is into. She taught herself how to knit, and I'm not coordinated. I can crochet. I can crochet you a house, but knitting, that's a whole nother critter. That's some long knit needles, and you got to for I don't have the coordination for them for some reason. She said, no, it's not hard. And she tried to show me. No, Dot, but I can't do it. So she's kind of leaned back on. But she made me, wait, let me get it around again. She made me a bracelet with my initials.
Oh, cool.
I wanted Nana, and she said, Nana, I don't have another A bead. How about we put your initial? And these are little purple fish on over here and over here. And so anyway, I said, well, thank you. She just sat down on the couch and made it while we was visiting.
Well, I wear these things on my left ankle here.
Yeah.
She made the red and black. She crocheted those.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got a bunch of things, but that's the red and black.
Is what 9-year-old Dot did. Yeah.
What she said. So.
Yeah. So I've just been chilling. I said, I want people to send me ghost stories that I can share. So, I mean, I'm optimistic. I don't know. People may say, I don't want to. And that's okay. I understand. It's all a personal thing. But our apartment there in Hewitt was haunted. I mean, I guess I could talk about that on my channel.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it was. And David, the apartment I was living in when we started dating, and then he'd come and stay. He got to where he'd come and stay one night a weekend. Then it got to where he'd come and stay all weekend with us, because it put him a 30 some odd minute drive to work every morning. So, he didn't come ever after. He didn't stay with us a whole lot, but he swore up down that place was haunted because he would feel perfectly fine, but after being in there, he'd get sick. And I think what it was is we had some of these trees that go in bloom right outside the apartment on the first floor down there on the ground. I was on the second floor, and I'd crack those windows to let cool air come in. And I think I think that trees is what he's allergic to. I don't think it had anything to do with the place I was living in. I like that little apartment,
Well, I was talking to you earlier about what our next actual show would be about, what subject we would cover. And I was thinking, the show I used to be a part of, I was maybe a little too forthcoming about my private life.
Do you think? No, I'm just playing. I was
too.
too.
Kind of got me into a little trouble, and some folks didn't care for me being as open as I was.
We both. I did that one show where we both a little graphic.
But I like being honest. I don't have a lot of secrets.
Yeah.
I really don't. I mean, I would pretty much tell you anything.
But you don't need to tell everything.
But so I'm thinking that our next show will be just telling stories, telling things that we've done, places we've been, experiences we've had. Funny. I'm mainly leaning towards humorous things that we've done. Because, I was born in 65. Kathy was born in 56. I grew up in the 70s and 80s. And I've got a few stories I can tell. And I will lean back a little on the graphic nature of.
I got a hilarious one about drunks and daddy and me running the
Well,
marina when
yeah.
I was about 14,
So,
you know?
and I haven't really got a title for that yet. So, the shows that I was a part of and that Kathy was a part of, the second one was called TMI. It's too
Yeah.
much information.
But
And
this will be more fun, Jay.
I'm, once I was told that this show was called TMI, I thought, well, okay, I'm
Yeah,
going to give you too much information. And I did.
I did too. I'm glad those are no longer available.
But they're no longer available. No. So don't go looking for them because you won't find them.
I got a good title, Memory Lane.
There you go. Memory
What?
Lane. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's the
Something,
title for our next show. I'm
something
not
like,
sure what day it is because they're
yeah,
talking beginning Monday, we're supposed to get quite a bit of rain.
yeah,
Now, it may be just rain, not thunderstorms, where, we could still do a show as long as it's not affecting the internet.
yeah.
So I will find a day that does, watch the weather that says, well, this is not going to be anything really bad. It's just going to be rain or whatever. And pick a day. I went, I've been mainly doing such shows on Tuesdays, but I don't know
Yeah,
what day it will be.
yeah.
And it could be any day. But Memory Lane, that's what it'll be. Um, and I will open up a little more uh, about some experiences I've had.
Yeah, yeah,
But I won't be quite as graphic about it
yeah. There you go.
as I was. I
Yeah,
think you can still be as honest as I can be as honest as I was
yeah.
without being as detailed as
Thank you. That's graphic. That's what that means. Yeah,
without being as detailed about it. Yeah.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
where I can still say what happened
yeah.
without talking about all the little intricate details
In
about
a more tasteful way.
it. There you go. A little more taste. Because I
Yeah.
want to be honest with you guys, and I want to just, like I say, I really don't. I'm trying to think if I have secrets, and I don't have many secrets.
Well, we're both an open book. I mean, we are who we are. You know, I'm
And
divorced grandma from
so,
Texas, but
uh,
I'm happy.
uh, I intend for you to know more about me
Yeah.
after for the memory lane. Yeah, uh, I'm going to reveal more about myself and tell some funny stories and some stories. I don't know if they're funny, but they will reveal more about me as a person, about
Listen,
the
be
person.
sure mention to Retro Times. We found that retrospect of you. That's where I found it on their site.
Yeah, that's very cool, and I need to save that to my YouTube channel because there's some stuff I haven't seen in ages, and
And
I'd
I
like.
know, right? And
Yeah,
then I sent you a link. I don't know if you got it, but I was on back in the day, oh Mahaya back in the day, and a lady had mentioned, oh look, this is something that's Mahaya history. She didn't mention your name, but I sent it to you. I sent it a message to you about it, or sent it to you. And it's when you did the thing about the circle being taken down there in
yeah,
Mahaya.
and I've got that saved. I finally was able to save that as a file,
Yeah,
and I saved it and put it on one of my portable hard drives and saved that. That's
yeah,
what it's old Mark behind the camera, uh,
yeah.
and but yeah, that one has got. I've gone to. I remember one time I went to Crispy Chicken. That's the one where Anna Nicole Smith used to work. Crispy Fried Chicken, and I went in there to get some chicken, and it was a black girl behind the counter. She looked at me and just like, I know you. And I'm like, ma'am, I know you. I said, my teacher showed a video of you on the laptop of you. It was a circle. I said, oh yeah, the old circle. So I've been shown in classrooms that
Oh,
video
that's cool. Yeah,
to
yeah,
show the history of my the old my old Mahia circle. Uh,
yeah.
but yeah, I've heard, and I was in a temple getting when I had my hernia surgery. I kind of an Uber. It was a woman that drove. I rode a transit bus there, and it was just a woman in a car with a woman had a baby and a couple other people that drove me back. But
Yeah,
anyway,
pretty cool.
I
Yeah,
went to Tempo for the follow up like a week later after the surgery.
Yeah.
to check the wound and all that, just make sure everything looks okay. And I go into the hospital there in Temple, and there was this black guy walked up to me and goes, "Hey, man, um, uh, I've seen you." And I said, "Well, where have you seen me?" "I saw a video of you. You're from Bahia, right?" "Yep, I'm from Bahia. You were talking about the old Bahia Circle." I said, "Yeah." uh,
And you know what I found out today that I didn't know? Many, many years, probably before either one of us was thought about, there was two movie theaters in Mahia.
yeah, I remember hearing about that. Uh,
Really? Oh, yeah.
I remember hearing about that. There's two movie theaters, and
And Mahia, y'all is like, what, 7,500 or something people?
yeah, we used to have two Dairy Queens, and we don't have any anymore. But we used to have two Dairy
We had a
Queens.
Red Rooster after one of the Dairy
Red
Queens.
Rooster, and but yeah,
A&W Root Beer Stand where the Snack Shack was.
and the Snack Shack.
Before it was that.
But anyway, the circle. There was in Mahia we had something called the drag, and the common thing for teenagers and school kids to do on the weekends, particularly Saturday nights, was to cruise the drag. So you went around the circle. There was a circle, and it's at the end, right before you get to Highway 84 to head towards Lake Mahia and Waco or whatever. It was a circle, and you drove around it, to and so the drag. Well, you explain what the drag was, okay?
So, well, this circle, y'all, was like it was a mound of fairly decent high earth, right? And so you could come one direction from Waco, you could go around it and head that way into Mahia, or you could go around it and head that way out of town, end up in Corsicana, or you can go that way and end up in another little town, and then just keep going. So what we would do is, and a lot of small towns have these. It's the drag. It's not uncommon. It's not a new thing for us. But what we would do is we'd meet like at one of the grocery stores, and we'd do scramble, which means all the girls would get out, all the boys would get out of their vehicles, and there'd be about 7, 8 of us. I mean, vehicles, and we'd run around just getting different cars. And of course, if you had a boyfriend, you get in his car, or if you had, vice versa. And you just get behind each other, and you go down, and you make about a 2.5-mile drag down the main road in town. The main road is Main in Mahia. You go down the main road, you get to Dairy Queen, you go around Dairy Queen, you had to go in the parking lot because it was on a corner. And we would go in and go through the parking lot, and there'd be 15, 20 cars in that line that's traveling, And oh man, the owner would come out, and if he wasn't working, the girls got a big kick out of it. And the young guys that ran the Dairy Queen, they thought it was cool, right? But the owner, he finally put a big old post in the middle of the driveway, so we couldn't drive through his parking lot, which we shouldn't have been doing. But anyway, so then we just go down a little farther and go through the big grocery store's parking lot and back. And it's just something to do in a small town.
And it was back and forth and back and forth and back.
Where you go and you make a loop around. We would go around
circle and then
and then head on back down where we come from, and that's what you did. And it's a good way to find out. Well, American Graffiti had a drag in that movie.
Yeah.
It's a good way to just find out who's out, who's running around, what y'all doing, who's out here,
But it was something I remember going to Dairy Queen and like going and eating, Saturday nights with mom and daddy and you, and going and eating. And you'd look out the window and you'd see Saturday nights, you'd see cars, just lines of cars going up.
Yeah.
Just going passing by.
I mean, it wasn't uncommon for us to have 20, 30 cars going up and down. And you're just going. 30 miles, 30, 40 miles. I mean, not even 40, 30 miles an hour. And the cops thought it was fun because they'd sit back and wait and see if somebody speed. They'd give you a ticket. None of us ever got stopped. I never did know any that did. But we're just making the drag.
Yeah, making the drag.
And if you broke up with somebody, you make the drag to see if they got somebody different in their car, just so you'll know. And vice versa. The guys want to see who the girls maybe have got in the car. And a lot of times we would do the what we call the scramble and get down there. Everybody get out of the cars and girls just get back in the girl cars and boys get back in the boy cars. And we'd go cruising. But in 12 miles in each direction was some little towns, right? Well, it wasn't long. Us girls, we was going to go see what the other football players in the other town looked like. And we'd get on their drags. And it'd make those girls mad. Because Mahia was bigger than Tig and Groesbeck at the time. Groesbeck was a little bit smaller than Mahia. And, they didn't like it. We'd make the drag, and them boys blink their lights at you and whistle at you and try to get you to pull over into. They had like a barbecue place, like a Bill Miller or whatever it's called. They'd want you to come down here. They'd pull in there and stop, blink, want you to come in. And we'd make the drag there several times. Then we'd come back to Mahia and do Mahia's a while. And then we'd make the drag from like, if there wasn't that we wanted to go to the movie theater and watch, we'd make the drag at least for a good 2 hours, 4 hours, 6. But come about 10:30, the cops would start following you and telling you to go home.
Yeah.
There was no curfew, but they said it's not safe. The girls need to get on home now. I had a little '66 Chevrolet, and they'd say, Kathy, you need to get these girls on home now and go home. Go on back out to the lake. Yes, sir. And we'd get off the drag because we didn't get in trouble.
And this was back when gasoline was, 50 cents a gallon. Or something.
God, no. I never paid more than 25 cents a gallon for gas back in them days.
25 cents a gallon.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember that because I never have driven a car, because of my eyesight. But it was just fun, like particularly on Saturday nights, to be eating like at a eating place. It was usually Dairy Queen. We go to eat, and just watching these cars going up and down, and all the there's a light showing there.
Now, only day we was able to keep out as late as we wanted to stay out, and Daddy wouldn't say a word as I was dating a football player. His name was Red. Daddy just loved him some Red, and I was in the band. So he would go, Red, are you going to pick her up and bring her home after the football game? He said, yes, sir. He said, okay. He said, I don't care how long y'all stay out. And we'd get in. We'd sometimes go to a bonfire and stuff and be out with a bunch of other people. And it might be 12:30, 1 o'clock before I get home. But, my mother worked graveyard shift back then. And he'd say, as long as you beat Mama home, Mama got home at 7 a.m. So I kind of had carte blanche for the time when I was dating Red.
Yeah, I really liked Red because his name was Mike, but they called him Red. And he had red hair, so that's why he was Red.
Yeah.
But I liked Red a lot.
He was a good football player, man. He'd whoop the heck out of it,
he passed away several years ago. And then his mother, Wilma, passed away a couple of years ago. But the last to go, you would think would be the first to go. It was old Seth Wilson.
That's the other thing I sent you was a picture of Seth and Wilma.
Yes, Seth and Wilma.
Did you see it?
Yeah, I got that picture.
Yeah.
Because when I worked at Mahia Theater as a projectionist for about 3 years, it was old Seth Wilson was running the theater.
Yeah.
And Red would come and sometimes visit, so back then. So, but Seth just passed away like 4 or 5 months ago.
Yeah. He had to be close to 90.
Yeah. But Red had passed away. He's got another son, but I don't know if he's still alive or not. But yeah, red and
Well,
willow.
there was Larry was in my grade. Me and Larry come up together. Then there was Mike, and then he had a sister, and then I kept thinking there was a little brother, but I can't remember if it was just the three of them. But Larry and I, from 12th grade, I mean from kindergarten on, 12 years was in the same grade in school.
No.
Yeah, Larry.
Uh, but then that will be part of the memory lane. I'll tell some movie theater stories, at least one that's pretty funny, that I think is pretty funny.
Yeah.
And
Oh yeah.
yeah, and I've got some stories, and like I say, I'll open up, but I won't open up too much. I'll open up like I won't do this. I'll open up this much.
Well, apparently somebody don't like it, but if your
Uh,
house is 85 degrees, you
now,
might be sitting there with your shirt open too.
now, having said that, particularly that first TMI show had like 700 views. I mean, it was up there. Uh, you know, that people were watching that shit. But some
Well,
people,
you
there
listen.
were
You
some people that were like, that was a
got
little,
offended,
that was a
actually.
little,
Yeah.
that was a little much. And I have no regrets in life. I don't regret the things
No.
I said, but having thought about it, yeah, I took that a little far.
Yeah.
Uh, and I should have reined it in a little bit.
Instead of pushing the envelope, you rip that sucker apart.
Yeah, there was no envelope. I got rid of the envelope. uh, and yeah, but so I'm still, but like I say, I want to be open with you guys and just kind of reveal some things about myself without getting too graphic or dirty or whatever. But
Raunchy. Yeah, there's no need being
raunchy. I don't want to get
raunchy.
too raunchy, but I'll tell some
No.
things that if you want to know me a little better than the Memory Lane show, you'll get to know me a little better. uh, but and I'll enjoy that, and that's something we could do a couple of episodes of that, just
Well,
just telling different stories and things we did throughout our life.
it's a wonder you didn't get sued for knocking on my door when I was living there in Mahia with them two with little Shane saying, Kathy, we're filming this. So when you open the door, say this donut shop.
It's
It got
cocaine donuts. Well, it was we had a donut shop, and it was real good.
get
Jim,
me put in jail.
yeah, it was Jim's Donuts and Cakes. And man, those were good. If you got there in the morning when they first come out of
Well, yeah, that was good.
oh my goodness, they were good. And that and a cup of coffee, Jim's Donuts and Cakes. Well, Jim was busted for cocaine possession. Uh, and Mark and I, my friend Mark and I, were doing this silly, the sights and sounds of Mahia, where we had these fake things that were going on in Mahia. And one of them being that Jim's Donuts and Cakes served cocaine donuts. so, uh, so,
Here
yeah.
I'm unsuspecting and knocking on the door with this big old camera on your shoulder. Okay,
uh,
so here's what I want you to say.
but and then we had this lady that she was like an Indian or something like that, but she read palms, and she was Sister Fatima.
Yeah, she
And
was a psychic. Yeah.
yeah, psychic, but she didn't have a very. She wasn't really on the up and up. She was doing some nefarious things. I think she was running a whorehouse. Where she was running, and so when you see the film, if there's no way to see the film, I've got a copy of the film somewhere on video on DVD. But when we knock on her door, she answers, "Don't take no pictures. Don't take no pictures." you know,
She probably
don't,
wanted in 20,000
yeah,
states.
don't take no pictures. Because I think she was running a little, uh, there was some nefarious things going on at Sister Fatima's.
The funniest part of it that time was that I think it's during that filming when you guys went and bought some Thunderbird wine and went down into the African
Yeah, well, now
American.
that, like I say, I don't have regrets, but I think, we shouldn't have done that.
Why you
It,
give away some good wine?
it was racist, is what it was.
I
Uh,
don't think it
it,
was.
yeah, it was.
Well, you
We
could have
sat
went anywhere where there was people that was drinking and do it.
across the tracks, which was literally across a railroad track, and it was a section in my that's all black. all black people.
Well, you get shot.
Now, yeah, it's a wonder we didn't shot. And I'm not going to say what we used to call that section of town,
And
but
you deserve to be shot at least.
I'm not going to say. I'm not going to say.
I
But
thought you did it outside of a bar down there.
we
Yeah.
got a bottle of cheap wine and set it on the ground, set it on the road. And a guy walked out of his house or just was walking down the road and he picked it up and he turned it up. He drank it. Could have had poison in it. Shit. We could have poisoned that bottle, you know. And he's gurgle, gurgle, gurgle. You know?
Yeah, somebody probably seen you put it down. And,
But yeah, I mean, we were kids. We were, you know, I was like 12, 13 years old. And yeah,
you could have been that young because Mark was driving.
well, 14, 15, man, whatever. But it was, you know, it's flat out racist, is what it was. And yeah.
Well, shame on you. I didn't. I just thought it was funny that
Well, I mean, well, you know, we go into that section of town and we set out some cheap wine, thinking, well, they're going to drink that wine, and sure enough, somebody did.
Yeah.
But
Well, wasn't nothing wrong with it. You didn't do nothing to it, but you could have pulled up
but it could have been. We could have put something in that damn wine.
a beer joint.
He didn't even smell it. I think he just turned it up and just like, oh yeah, free wine. But yeah.
Like a lady at work one time that I worked with, real close with her. We were good friends, but she worked in one area and I worked the other. And she said, "Oh, me and Mandy's up for that promotion tomorrow. We got to do a couple of interviews with the highfalutin people, high ranking." And I said, "Dang!" I said, "Well, I hope it goes well." And she goes, "Well, Mandy's not going to be here anyway." And I said, "How do you? What do you mean she's not going to be there? She's going to miss that opportunity to go for that manager position?" I said, "I bet she'll be here because Mandy was known to be cutthroat. Man, I'm gonna go after what I want. I'm gonna, and I'm gonna schmooze and kiss Hyman in if I have to get what I want." Hope said, "Yeah." But Mandy also was known to enjoy her sweets. And Hope made her some laxative lace cookies. She said, "Girl, I made them big old crackle chocolate cookies. And I put enough laxative in each one. She's going to be up all night. And she ain't going to be here early morning." She said, I said, "Hope." And I said, "You think she eat them?" She said, she cracked open that tin of cookies and had 3 eat before I could walk away from her. And, and so about 4, that was about 9:00 in the morning. So about 2:00 in the afternoon, I said, have you seen her, Hope?" She said, "No, I think she had to leave." Now that was bad.
I don't know if they still sell it, but they sold something called X-Lax.
Well, yeah, it looked like chocolate candy.
And it looked like a chocolate bar.
Yeah.
It even had the little square sections like a chocolate bar. And so you could easily fake a chocolate bar if I break it up and make chocolate chip cookies with X-Lax because it looked like chocolate. And it is supposed to. I don't think I've ever had X-Lax, but it's supposed to taste like chocolate.
It don't really. It's bitter. It's bitter, but you put enough sugar and batter and chocolate cookie mix in.
But X-Lax, yeah, and it looked like a chocolate bar. It is what it looked like.
But I don't know what Hope used, but she was just grinning. I said, "Hope, Mandy's going to be kind of hard to go up against with that position." She said, "I'm not worried." And and Hope used to go to the gym for an hour on her lunch break. Mandy went to the donut shop down the road. So that's just got to tell you something about who they were, their priorities, And she knew how to get to Mandy. I said, "Now ain't right." She said, "Well, you got to do what you got to do." And I said, "Okay." Well, Hope was my manager that next year. There you go. Well, I don't really got a whole lot more.
Well, no, I like I say there's more stories I can tell, but I want to save them for memory lane. So, uh,
Yeah,
so what's the movie again?
Greystone Park. I got,
Grace,
I
Greystone
got, yeah, I got a little over half done with it, and
in
it,
Renfield.
well, uh, it's inspired by true events. A film by Sean Stone. And in 2009, the filmmakers broke into an abandoned psychiatric hospital known as Greystone Park. It was funny down here. It says, and it was in the making of it, Greystone Park, the location. That's where they were. Is in that psychic old, closed down. It was used for electroshock, lobotomies to treat mental illness. But according to urban legend, anyone who dares enter it is going to be haunted. Once inside, the filmmakers quickly discover they're not alone, and they're not. You will see these shadow things come by, and all of a sudden, one of them's flying up, hitting the ceiling, and falling down. I mean, I'm telling you, it's beginning to get. Okay, quickly discover they're not encountering escaped patients, ghosts, and demonic shadows. They descend into a terrifying realm of terror, paranoia, and madness. So far, it's really true to. It's wicked. It's a lot better than I thought it was going to be. I'll be honest. I really didn't. I mean, I felt kind of bad because I went into it with preconception that it's probably not going to be very good. But it's pretty good. It really is. Now
Wow.
I got to think of a scoring thing I'm going to be using. Um, I don't like the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stars. Um, so I don't know what I'm going to use, but I need to use
I
some
have
kind
like
of.
the nanoscale, uh, uh, and
Sounds like grandma standing on a scale.
well,
Uh,
that's because you call yourself Nana, so I just thought
yeah,
the nanoscale.
I don't know. I'm still working on that one.
I'll tell you what.
Nana ratings might be good.
Yeah. What I watched last night, and this is the kind of movie that, eh, you know, you got to be in a certain mood to watch a movie like this because it's very grim. It takes you through some very rough moments for people. It drags people through the mud, and you watch people being, basically they're destroying themselves. They're doing it to themselves.
Oh, okay.
And the
Yeah.
movie is Requiem for a Dream.
Yeah, and it's a good one, y'all. Now, if you hadn't watched Requiem for a Dream, you got to find it.
Yeah. Now it's the director is Darren Aronofsky. I really like his stuff. He made a movie before that called Pie, which I really like. He's got a very good visual style, and but it's Ellen Burstyn, and she was the mother in The Exorcist.
I just love her. She's done a lot of stuff. She had a
And,
long
yeah,
career.
she's a great actress, but anyway, she's the mother in The Exorcist, Ellen Burstyn. But she was my favorite part of that movie. There's also her son and a partner of his, a friend of his. They're going into selling drugs, um, but the problem is they can't stay off it themselves. While they're selling it, they're also hitting it, and they get addicted. Uh, so trying to make some money and save some money up because one of them has got a girlfriend that he wants to marry and give her a good life.
He's
So
got goals, you say.
him and his friend are going to buy this some good shit, whatever it is, cocaine or heroin or whatever it is. They're going to sell it, sped it up, sell it, but they also partake of it, and that's their biggest problem is they can't stay off it
That'll
themselves.
take you down the rabbit hole where you can't
Yeah,
never.
they can't stay off the stuff themselves while they're also selling it, and they get addicted to it, and then of course it takes you down the body. It just
Yeah.
ravages the body. But Ellen Burstyn, the mother of one of the guys, she gets she's this old lady, lives in an apartment with a bunch of other old ladies. They sit out in their lawn chairs and visit, during the day. And she watches a lot of TV, and she's watching her television, Ellen Burstyn, kind of a heavy set old lady, and she's watching TV, and she gets a phone call. And it's this, it's a scam.
Oh yeah.
It's trying to sell something. It goes, hello, I forget what her name is, Mrs. Goldfarb, I think. Mrs. Goldfarb, you have won a valuable contest, and you will appear on our television show. We will send you the details about this. We will send you papers to sign and all that. And she's like, oh, I'm going to be on TV. And they send her papers, and she signs these papers. And it's all a big scam. They're trying to
Yeah.
sell something or something like that. But she thinks she's going to be like a contestant on some sort of game show. So she has her friend dye her hair, dyes it completely orange. She just says it's red, but it's orange. She's got orange hair. And but she's worried about her looks, that she's got so many pounds. So she tries to go on this diet where it's just like a grapefruit and a boiled egg for lunch and a cup of coffee with no sugar. That doesn't work. She keeps going to the refrigerator. She can't stay away. So she goes to the doctor, and the doctor prescribes her diet pills.
Yeah.
And while her son is addicted to heroin and whatever, she becomes addicted to these diet pills. And the makeup they do on Ellen Burstyn is just, it just makes you sick, because you see her cheeks start to sink, her eyes start to sink, her hair starts, it starts growing in gray among this red color. But she thinks she looks okay,
Yeah.
And I'm going to be on television, and she's telling everyone, I'm going to be on television,
Yeah.
And she's excited about the day they're going to call her and tell her the day she's going to appear on this game show. Of course, this call never comes. And so she's wasting away on these diet pills, and, and she starts seeing things. She starts seeing the refrigerator coming at her, because she's addicted to these diet pills. Well, they're uppers is what they are. They're highly addictive uppers. My mama, poor mama, got addicted to those.
Yes, she did. I remember going to Groesbeck to Dr. Riggs, where she got them, sitting in there,
But they're stimulants is what they are.
Yeah.
And they're just as bad as any illegal drug. These damn things, because they just get you so hyped up.
I mean, check it out. Drug Sick is a movie that's pretty dang good. That's on Netflix. That's what it's about. It went from legal,
well, it's pretty much just as bad as cocaine.
It's as bad as any kind of addictive drug. Come on now,
But poor mama got addicted to those things. She finally weaned herself off, but it took a long time to get herself to wean herself off those diet pills. But anyway,
she lost a lot of weight.
She lost weight. Yeah, you did, because you don't want to eat, because you're so hyped up. You don't want to eat. You just, and she lost too much weight. Mama did. And that's what, in watching the movie and watching Ellen Burstyn and watching her decline, reminded me when poor mama was going through that.
Well, yeah, she was when I had Shane, she was too little.
Yeah. And like sunken cheeks and all that. But anyway, go watch. Right then, now prepare yourself, because this will take you for a ride.
Messes with your mind.
It is not an upbeat movie by any means. You watch people destroying themselves in one way or another. You see Ellen Burstyn destroying herself with the diet pills, and her fantasy of being on television. And at the end of the movie, she just looks like a corpse. Yeah. And they're wheeling her to a hospital, and they start giving her electric shock therapy, shocking her brain, because they can't get her to eat. They try to force feed her food, liquid food. She throws it up. I'm going to be on, and she keeps saying that, I'm going to be on television, and she looks like a corpse. Man, the makeup.
She gets big time delusional.
The makeup they do on Ellen Burstyn is just like, it just makes you turn your head. She just looks so awful.
But it really is good. And honestly, it could be based on true story.
Yeah. But if anything, if you want something that you feel like you want to try drugs, or you try cocaine or heroin or something, watch Requiem for a Dream, and it will stop you from.
Yeah, it will.
But anyway, Retro Times says, Kathy, call your ratings the K scale.
Oh, that's perfect. Thank you, Retro Times. Because I didn't want to put Nana in it. We all
There
know
you
my
go. The
Nana.
K scale. Be cool if you had like some kind of graphic you could download of like a a curly Q K or something. The K scale. But anyway, yeah. So anyway, Retro Times they say it calls the K scale.
Come to the rescue.
So uh, there you
Yeah,
go.
that's perfect.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Retro Time.
Oh, yeah, big time.
Yeah, but yeah, Requiem for a Dream, and I'm trying to think what else I've watched recently. I told you when I had Jake on here, I watched Freaks, that old '30s movie.
Yeah, I watch Crazies,
Crazies.
the one Chris was talking about on that show we all did. That was a weird one, you know.
Yeah.
I want to see Strangers. I haven't seen that yet, but I need to
You
try
want to
to
see
watch
that? And
that.
as far as the movie that's in the theater now, Long
Oh,
Legs.
oh, oh. Okay, so I went and got a bill of groceries at Walmart yesterday, and I had to do some banking. So that's the main reason I went over there is to do some banking. And there was a young guy standing there checking me out. I said, "You watch horror?" He said, "A lot of horror." I saw Long Legs last night, and I said, "What'd you think?" He said, "Excellent, excellent movie." And he said, it's very expensive. He's a guy that he works at Walmart and he stands back and helps people that have trouble with the checkout area. That's what his job is. And he said, "You got any horror YouTube people?" I said, "Yeah, try deadpit.com." And he told me dead something, but I didn't get it. I couldn't hardly hear him. And then I said, and my brother has got a channel. He talks about a lot of horror, and I gave him your name. And anyway, he said, yeah, he said, we decided after work tonight we're going to go back and see it again.
I really want to see it because
Yeah,
but I don't get a chance to get to the theater and see
no,
it.
I know, but I said, well, I'll eventually get to see it. As I was pushing my stuff, they moved
Well,
into another area over there, but
but speaking of Renfield, it's Nicolas Cage, and he's a serial killer, and it kind of gets into some little bit of a supernatural slant to it. Is what the reviews that I've been watching talk about. But that's the one that I really want to see is Long Legs.
that
And
cute young man liked it, boy. He thought it was excellent, excellent.
well, that's kind of it's the talk of the town right now is Long
Yeah,
Legs. I've been
I
watching.
told him,
I've watched a lot of reviews of it, and
I
just
told him Abigail, and he said I think it's streaming now somewhere, and it is. I just don't know where. I gotta try to find it.
I need to find it. Being that's something I wouldn't mind paying for. If it's $5 or
Right, I'll
$6.
pay for it. I just want to watch it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I want to watch. I want to watch Abigail.
I got one movie I'll tell you about. I watched yesterday. I mentioned it earlier when you and I were just chit chatting on the phone for a few minutes, but I was messing around with Tubi last night, and I said, "Oh, I wonder what's on here that I hadn't seen." Well, I found one, and it's rated PG-13. Came out in 2005, and it's called The Cave, Cave. And this team gets they go into this cave and in this underwater cavern, which actually ends up being under a big mountain. And they're spelunking around and checking it all out. A lot of it's filmed underwater, but then they get to the part of the cave where you can get out and walk around, in this cave system. And this exposition team, I like it. It was Cole Halson, Eddie Cibrian, Morris Chestnut, Lena Headey, and some others. I would say there's 6, 7 of them that went down there scubaing into this cave. But anyway, a lot of you can get out and walk around, and the cave's going a bunch of shoot off in different directions, so, and it wasn't long. It's directed by Brian Hunt. I don't know if you ever heard of him, but bloodthirsty monsters are down there. And these monsters are cool. They're pretty big, but they got these legs, 4 legs, where they can climb real fast up the side and across the top of the cave part, or they can drop down and swim. And they're fast. And they start killing people. But
You know about what the year was that this was from?
yeah, yeah, 2005.
Huh.
Yeah,
The Cave. Huh.
yeah. Trapped inside an underwater cavern under the mountains, a diving exploration team becomes bait for bloodthirsty monsters. And really, honestly, it did it pretty good. It got a little bit slow in the first part, and it's all getting down there and you start exploring. But it wasn't long till here come the monsters, and I liked the looks of the monsters. I like how fast they were. I like the scream and holler of the people that get got by the monsters. I'm terrible. I'm a little bit bloodthirsty when it comes to horror movies. Give me something. Give me something to look at. You know what I mean? But I thought the monsters were very well done.
Huh.
Yeah.
I might have to check that out. The Cave. Okay.
The Cave. Yeah. And it's on Tubi. Cole Halson. But Abby Ciprian has done a lot of movies. He's pretty famous. Morris Chestnut. It's really good. I mean, I liked it. And then I found another one. Haunt. Have you seen Haunt? It came out in 2019.
I don't
Directed
think so.
by
I think I've heard of that, but I don't think I've seen it.
Yeah, it's directed by Scott Beck and Brian Woods. Friends go visit a haunted house, but soon learns it's really a killing house. Who survives? How do the teens meet their end, or do they? It's suspenseful. It feels pretty much all this. It's like going to a haunted house, and then all of a sudden, parts of the party's disappearing. You're trying to figure out, okay, where'd they go? And then, as suspense keeps filling the air, these masked terrorizers appear. One by one, they unmask. And Jay, they are not a very attractive group.
Hmm.
But I did see a little snippet of Freaks where they go into a restaurant. Then they go into a cafe.
Well, I don't remember that. Now, this, what I'm talking about, because there's a couple of movies called Freaks.
Oh, okay.
What I'm talking about was like 1938.
No, this.
The guy that directed the original Frankenstein
Oh,
directed.
yeah.
So it's an old movie. It's the
No, yeah.
Yeah, it's old, the 30s. It's got these little dwarves that man and woman that they're married or want to get married. But anyway, the dwarf man falls in love with one of the like the trapeze girl. Uh,
Oh, yeah.
he's just screwing him over for his money because the little dwarf has inheritance. Uh, and
Uh-oh.
the poor dwarf girl is like, oh, she's just using you. And you know, I love her. And it's like, anyway, uh, but anyway, you've got these freaks. You got a guy that's got no arms or legs, and you see him, and
Yeah.
he rolls a cigarette with his tongue and lights a match and lights his cigarette. But near the end of the movie, the freaks get revenge when they find out that this trapeze girl has been screwing over the little dwarf man, uh, and they hunt her down,
Good.
and and it becomes sort of a horror movie near the end of it.
Yeah.
But it's a great movie. It's a classic, Freaks. And I watched it, but I can't find where I watched the damn thing.
Ah,
Yes,
well, go to Google. Go to
I
Google.
watched the damn thing, but I don't know where I watched it because I've
I
got
go to Google and I put in where can I watch this?
yeah. But anyway,
Well,
look at
tell
if
you.
you haven't seen Freaks, look up Freaks, and you, Kathy, look up Freaks. But I think it's. Let me see. Let me do a Google. I think it's 38. Um, and but hang on just a minute.
But if you do that, just put where can I watch and put the movie. If it's streaming anywhere, you'll find it that way. That's how I find everything.
Okay, it's 32.
Okay, there you go.
32. Also re-released as The Monster Story, Forbidden Love and Nature's Mistakes. It's a 1932 American pre-code drama horror film produced and directed by Todd Browning. And but anyway, yeah. Um,
Oh,
uh,
excuse me.
but Freaks but let me see. Uh, hang on, you go ahead and talk while I do this. uh,
I'm sleepy.
yeah, we're gonna wind this up here pretty soon.
Well,
Uh,
I mean, this is short for us, but I know
no,
it's,
about an hour and a half, so just about 30 minutes.
well, we're doing good then.
Uh, but anyway, let me see if I can find where it's streaming because you really should see it. It's pretty creepy. And like I say, I just think that the little dwarf girl is just the cutest thing in the world. I think she's so cute. She can't act worth a shit, but she's so cute. uh,
Yeah,
but okay,
that's what's got me through all these years, being cute. That's it.
well, it says
Yeah,
here you can watch it for free on Tubi, so you might try Tubi.
Tubi. That
Uh,
might be where you seen it.
but maybe so, but I think I couldn't
Yeah.
find it on Tubi. But anyway, but it's 1932, so like it's an old movie. Uh,
Okay.
and because I think there's one or two other movies called Freaks. It's like,
Yeah, because I found one.
but yeah, this one is actually about sideshow performers. It takes place at
Well,
a
yeah.
at a
This
circus.
snippet that I saw was too, but you
Yeah.
know.
But anyway, yeah. Look up the original Freaks. But okay, I guess we'll kind of wind this up. We're 8:31 here, so this has been a good one. Um, and I've let me show you a few things here. Uh, the Wayland Corp hat from if you're an Aliens fan, then you'll know what this is.
Do they make the ship?
I think they might have made the ships, yeah. But anyway, and I think they actually have this symbol, Wayland Corp.
Yeah.
Uh, and show my signs. Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, that like I said, that is the actual design on the back of the background of my channel.
Yeah. Uh,
Because I was raised on Dr.
here's the Blues Brothers. And if you're a fan of the movie, which a lot of people are, I love the movie.
I do too.
But
Yeah.
anyway, the Blues Brothers, back after 3 years, fabulous rhythm and blues review, Palace Hotel Ballroom, and it's got a $2 cover charge. So
Yeah.
$2.
Only two. And I love how when they're riding around the car with the speaker on the top, they'll say,
Got it strapped on the
they'll
hood.
say, ladies' night, only $2. Ladies' night's usually free. So.
And
Blues review. Rhythm and blues review.
then I got my
Yeah. Pepsi Cola.
Pepsi Cola
Yeah.
ensign. Yeah. And to sign off, I'm going to start gathering stuff up and putting my shirts away, and I'm going to hang up my sign.
There you go.
And then my
The thing.
the thing. Probably, like I say, probably my favorite horror film, The Thing. It deals with paranoia. It's got some of the best practical effects ever captured on film. In fact, it was so these when people turn into the thing, their faces stretch and all that, and it was practical effects, no CGI. And it was way before this was before CGI.
Yeah.
And so it was actually done, physically done, and some of the best practical effects ever done. And at the time, there was people that thought it was just almost pornographic. And it's like, oh God, it was just too disgusting, too repulsive. And then, it became a cult film. It became, now it's very highly regarded for The Thing. But it came out about the same time as E.T. So,
Yeah.
So you've got this friendly alien movie, and you've got this alien that's taken over people that they can replicate people. So you
I
don't
like body snatchers.
you don't know if a person's like body snatchers. You don't know if a person is real or is he the thing. So
Is it real or is it Memorex?
yeah. So
commercials.
okay, we'll wind this up.
Okay.
And if you want to promote your show again, your channel,
Yeah, come over and visit with me. There's a true life story I told about my ghost story, and a lot of people find it interesting. And then tomorrow, I'm going to be discussing another ghost story by one of my subs, that said, I'll send you a true, I said, I want first person true lie, something that happened to you, or a haunting that happened to you. And so she messaged me back and said, hey, I got you. She wrote it all out. And I said, okay, I'm going to write it out myself and verbatim it for you. And I'll give you, I said, asked her how she wanted to be credited and whatnot. And she told me. But if you go to Kathy Bradshaw in the search field, 5777, you'll find me. Got a yellow shirt on, this short hair. And so you'll find me there. Now, please give me a follow if you want to. And if you watch any of the videos and you like them, please give me a thumbs up. I appreciate
And of
it.
course, the show here, please, if you click
Yeah.
the thumbs up, if you're watching this, you like what you see, please give us a thumbs up, because that helps us to get seen by folks.
Yeah.
And
And then click on the little bell all, so that way you'll know when
yeah,
we
you get
when we're
alerted whenever we do
yeah,
it. And spread the word, tell folks about us.
yeah,
We're going to get some more people joining the channel and checking us out.
yeah,
And
and just have a lot of fun. Now, I don't know if what's Jay's idea, but I'll never monetize my channel. This is just to reach out and have fun with people.
I thought about looking into that, because I can't. I couldn't make. We don't want to make much money anyway with the kind of views we get.
Well, I mean, you never know,
But yeah.
I just did it to reach out to people and share like minds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like I say, not sure when our next show will be, but we've got a topic, and it will be what is it? Memory Lane.
Memory Lane. Yeah.
We'll tell some stories about our earlier days and things we've done and people we've met and experiences we've had, and so that should be good.
Yeah, I think we'll have fun with that. And the story of Daddy and the drunks and the paddle boats are hilarious. So.
Yeah, well, no, we'll save that for then.
I said so. I know.
But I know what you're. I remember that. And
yeah, I'm not feeling 100%. You have to forgive me. It's allergies.
No, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Okay, sis.
Hey,
I guess
Bubba.
we sign off. Thanks
you
guys
for having me.
Thank you, Retro Times, for
you helped me out on my scale, man.
And thank everybody for checking us out. Please
Thanks for following my channel and Jay's channel. We really do appreciate it.
And we will see you guys soon. So bye-bye.
Bye.